New York, 1931. The city was hot with sweat and tension. But that day, it was burning. For me. They called me Two-Gun Crowley, said I was born with a pistol in each hand and ice in my veins. But they never saw my heart, only the trail I left behind. It started simple. A warm day, my girl Helen by my side. We were parked on a quiet Long Island road. Then came the cop, asking for my license. I didn't speak, just drew. 3 shots to the chest. He fell. I took his piece. Shot him once more for good measure. Just to be sure. After that, I knew there was no going back. A week later, I was holed up in Helen's apartment. West End Avenue, top floor. Quiet. Then, chaos. 150 cops. Machine guns on rooftops. 10,000 gawkers in the streets below. I crouched behind the couch, firing back, bleeding. I grabbed a paper, wrote with shaking hands, ink and blood blending. Under my coat is a weary heart, but a kind one. One that would do nobody any harm. 4 bullets tore through me. I was bleeding fast, barely hanging on. The room spun, the weight of the blood heavier than the gun in my hand. And that's when I knew. The show was over. I dropped the iron and raised my hands. I was done. They strapped me to the chair. My final words, and all I can think about was, is this what I get for defending myself?
Two-Gun Crowley is under siege by police. After a 2-hour battle in 1931, New York law officers blast the 19-year-old desperado out of his barricade. Seriously wounded, considerably less tough than when the pair of pistols that gave him his nickname also gave him his courage, Crowley is placed in an ambulance. Captured with him is his 16-year-old companion, Helen Walsh. Watch the screen closely as yesterday's newsreel brings into sharper focus the confusion and despair of the girl who learned the hard way that crime never pays.
Here's the moral of that story. Criticism is ineffective and counterproductive. Most people do not blame themselves for their actions, no matter how wrong. When criticized, they typically just justify themselves rather than change. So, instead of criticizing, focus on understanding and encouragement to influence behavior positively. So, when someone does something wrong, remember, they likely believe they're justified. Address this perspective first before offering your own. So for an action step, stop and reflect before criticizing. Ask yourself, will this criticism truly help or just trigger defensiveness?